Hi, everyone. Welcome to Make an Impact Monday. Lori Joy, your host with the most, self-proclaimed. Thank you all for being here. Today, we are going to dive into the 3 reasons why you're not attracting paying clients. So if you are here and you're live, team live, hashtag let's see you in the comments, and tell me how excited you are to learn this. Now, let me tell you, full disclosure, many years I did not attract paying clients. I attracted all the freebie seekers that I possibly could. And it isn't until I started to change these few key reasons or few key things in my business that I started to attract the, woohoo, Deborah, I started to attract paying clients. All right, so let's dive into this today. Again, if you're live and you have any questions, please place them inside the comments. I can see the comments here. I want to say hi to you and thank you all for being here today. All right, 3 reasons why you aren't attracting paying clients. There's 3 common kind of mistakes that we make when we're going live. Oh, wait, you're not going live in your business? Are some of you saying that to me when you hear that? I want to talk to you today. If you are going live, stick with me because we're going to delve into this and how you can actually up the ante with your lives. But if you are running a business right now and you are not going live in your business, I want you to know that it's the easiest way for people to get to know you. And when people get to know you, we know that there's that like and trust factor. And when that happens, live is the easiest way to make it happen. Think about this. You come onto this space, right? You come into this entrepreneurial space that we have, and people are always like, post here, post that. Make sure you're showing up on your social media channels. Make sure you're posting 7 to 10 times a day on Facebook, or doing a reel a day on Instagram stories or TikTok. I've heard 3 to 5 TikTok videos a day. And I want you to know that going live trumps them all. Good morning, Sandy. Great to see you. Going live trumps them all. So if you've been feeling reticent about going live, or maybe you don't go live enough in your business, today is the day that we stop and we do this moving forward. It will change the face of your business. Don't be worried about posting 7 to 10 times a day with just a post. When you go live, people get to see your face. They get to see the face behind the brand. So you're not just reading a post from Lori Joy, you're actually seeing my face. Here I am. This is who I am. This is the person behind this particular brand. People get to hear your voice. Good morning, Angela Cook. People get to hear your voice. And that's important because people get to hear the passion in your voice about what it is that you are doing and putting out there into the world. That's so important. I cannot come to you and post these 3 reasons why you aren't attracting paying clients in a post and give you the same effect as me going live here with you today. You just can't. And then people get to see a glimpse of your personality. Now, those of you that come in and you a couple of weeks ago joined our free 5-day live event about how to create your own boot camp to launch your business. By the end of those 5 days, you definitely know more about me as a person, as a coach, And as a teacher, as a person behind this brand, you know me. I feel that I know you ladies after the second or third day. And I don't even get to see you live. I just get to see and hear all about your business in the DMs or in the comments. It is life changing for your audience for you to show up live, right? For them to see your face, for them to get a glimpse of your personality, because you want people to decide when they see you, is she the coach for me? Is he the coach for me? Are they the coach for me? Because if they aren't, please bless and release those people and allow them to go and find someone who's more aligned with their values or their morals or their personality or whatever it may be. Please bless and release them and don't allow them to spend and waste any more time, right? Now, we want to talk about, I want you to put in the comments, ladies, like on an average day in your business, how many times are you actually putting a post out there onto the social media realm? So whether that be on YouTube, whether that be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, what doesn't matter. How many times are you posting per day in your business? That's the number that I would like you to drop in the comments. Okay. And or do you just, try to do it a certain amount of times a week? So do you try and do at least once a day? Are you trying to post 3 to 5 or 7 times a week? Angela is saying once a day. That's amazing. And what I'm going to zero up until now, and yes, no more, right? Because Anne is in the academy. She knows exactly where she's going. We've had our one-on-one call. Watch out for what Anne is bringing to the world. So what happens is, now my next question is, how many times are you going live in your business? How many times are you going live in your business per week? Yeah. So Sandy is she's getting all riled up and ready to go, right? So how many times are you going live in your business? And if it is less than the amount that you are posting, if it is zero, right? I want you to start to think about changing that today. Now, I come here every Monday, right? Right? Hi, Dolores. So good to see you. Dolores goes once a week. Yes, right. Okay. So here's the thing. When you have zero lives in your business, you're robbing your people the opportunity to get to know you, right? You're robbing the opportunity for people to get to like you. And then you're definitely taking away the opportunity for them to buy from you, because people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So if you are just putting up, a post once a day, which is great, we want to be doing that. But I really want you to think about the going live game in your business. Going live game in your business. I want you to take that and I want you to raise the bar. I go live once a week, every Monday, noon Eastern, in this group for over a year and a half, every single Monday. And when I started to be consistent like this in my business, it actually not only allows us to get to know one another, but it allows you to trust me as a business owner, because I'm not here just part time. I'm not here just when I'm selling. I'm not here just for me. I am all here for you and what boot camps can do for your business. And by showing up just once a week, I don't show up once a week live anywhere else, right? I come in here, I come live every week, and so that you can start to put me on your calendar. And you want that for your people too. You want your people to say, hey, Sandy goes live Tuesdays at 3 p.m. I got her. Rebecca goes live at, Fridays at 3:30 p.m. I'm going to put her on my calendar. When people start to see you show up consistently, then they start to know that you actually mean business, right? It's true. I often use the analogy before I get to the second point or the second reason why you're not attracting ideal clients. I actually use the analogy lots that if you had a brick and mortar store, okay, and you were selling whatever it is that you're selling from the brick and mortar store, and you had your hours of operation on the front door, and someone came and it says you were open, and they came to the door and they went to go open it, and no one was there, the lights were off, there was no explanation, there was no note, you weren't there. How many times do you think people are going to come back to that store when it's shut down or it's not open for operation before they move and they go and buy from somebody else? It's not going to take too many times. So we would never think of doing that when we have a brick and mortar store. We are open for operation at those hours. Why is it any different for your online business? Why can you not be live once a week at the same time on the same day in order for your people to get to know you? No reason. I really want you to look at your schedule this week and I want you to say, where am I going to go live? So, what social media platform do you love? Because your people are everywhere. They're on every platform. So, what platform do you love? And then what day of the week and at what time, come hell or high water, can you be live, right? Noon Eastern, Monday, never fail. I'm always live. All right. So let's see who is going to go live this week and maybe reintroduce yourself to your audience. Maybe you're just introducing yourself to your audience. Maybe you're just telling people you're excited for what you have coming up and it's time for them to put you on their calendar. Because when you aren't consistent, ladies, the truth is you're building distrust with your audience. So, one of the reasons, the very first reason why you are not attracting paying clients is the fact of the matter is that you're just not showing up live, right? And so what's happening is you're hiding behind your camera, you're hiding behind your computer when you really want to be out in front of your camera. Okay? So let's change that today. Let's go live. You can do it even if it's just a 15-second story, right? Maybe you're going live is once a day on your 15-second stories until, you get some confidence to go live someplace else. All right. I don't see a lot of you declaring that, right? It is hard to be consistent, Dolores. It really is. But so that's what building a business is, right? You want your people to know that they can come to Dolores for all their oil needs. And so you need to be showing up. Awesome. Okay. One of the things that is happening when it comes to attracting our paying clients is the fact that when we go live, things aren't as professional, maybe as they should be. And maybe this particular reason will ruffle a couple of feathers, but that's okay. That's why we're here. Now, I don't want you to mistake professional with perfect. Okay. Yes, Deborah. One platform, and pick a platform that you actually like. If you like Instagram and you love the platform, then you're the one who has to keep coming live and showing up. So I would pick a platform that you love. Your people will come to it. Your people are on there. So yes, that's what I would do. Okay. Second reason why you're not attracting paying clients: when you go live, things aren't as professional as they should be. The days of not showing up professionally, ladies, are over, right? There is 1,000 ways for you to set up your camera, right? And know your space and start to look professional. Now, it doesn't mean perfect. Let me dive into this because what's happening is I'm seeing a lot of people out there who are wanting to grow a business and going live. And, the camera is shooting up their nose because, the camera angle is too low. There's no more reasons for that, right? That was a funny joke at the beginning when we were all getting ready used to Zoom. But now you can actually like record yourself and get your setup just right so that the camera is just a little bit above eye level and you're looking straight into your camera for your people. You don't have to have the best lighting. You don't have to go out and buy ring lights and, shadow box lights and all of that, but you do need some good lighting. You want people to see your face. Sometimes people come onto a live and they're kind of like in the back of a closet and it's so dark that you can't see you. So If you can find a good light in your window, you don't have to spend any money. This doesn't have to be expensive. Just go in your house where you have a beautiful natural window and sit and stand in front of it. I wouldn't say sit, I would say stand. Get that energy going, right? Stand in front of it. Now, you don't have to have your hair done at the salon, but ladies, I have to tell you, sometimes you got to comb that shit out. Right? So, and it's funny because the other day I say this, and I'm not saying it for anybody that's in this group, but I saw a live and just disheveled. Things are disheveled, right? This space is cluttered, the lighting is not good, and you just, when you come across disheveled, you come across like you don't have it together. And again, nobody wants to invest in someone who doesn't have it together. If in your business you can't take the time to set up your camera at a decent, a decent height, you can't find yourself a light, even lamps, extra lamps. I've done this at the beginning from the house, would sit just beyond my computer so that they would give me a little bit more light. And if you can't talk confidently to the camera, it's time to practice. It's time to practice so that when you show up for your people, you are ready to go, right? I'm not even going to go to I'm just going to wait for more people to get on here before I start. Like, that makes me want to take a dull spoon and pluck my eyes out. You cannot be doing that. And actually, we're all getting much better at that. When you are live, start in right away. If someone misses the first 30 seconds of your live, it's okay. Repeat it 3 or 4 minutes in. It's all right. But what I want to do is make sure that we're well lit, right? The camera is at a good angle. You're not distracted. There was a woman that I remember. I'm going to tell you a story. Everyone in my house knows when I'm going live, do not come in the room. Sometimes when my son was little, it just happened, but it did not happen all the time. Okay. I remember a woman, I was at a workshop and she was up presenting and she was talking about how she had, I think she had 4 or 5 kids and they were little. And what she did, it was so funny. She got them to make a vision board of a place they wanted to go, a place they wanted to travel to. So one of her kids, for example, did a vision board of Disney World. They wanted to go to Disney World. And what she did is they were just little and she put them on the outside of her office door. And when she was live, she would close the door and everybody's vision boards were on the outside. And she told them, if you keep interrupting me when I'm going live, because she was running her business inside her office, these trips that are on these vision boards on the outside of this door are not going to take place. They're not going to take place because if you don't give me the time to run my business, this isn't going to happen. And I know for some of us, there's a lot of mitigating factors. Some of you right now who are listening are at full-time jobs. And I was for a very long time as well, right? Doing both things. Some of you have, you're at home with your kids and you're like, well, that would be great. Maybe that's something that you can do. But once, if everybody in your house knows that this is when I'm going live, this is when I'm running my business, then you don't have to worry about, like, I haven't seen them, but I've heard people's dogs walking through their legs while they're going live and you hear their little claws on the floor. It's very distracting. It's very distracting. You might be able to go live and like not worry about the dog in between your legs, but for the people listening, that's all I could think about was, where is that dog and what is happening and why doesn't she close the door and keep the dog on the outside? Maybe the dog barks. But this is the thing. We have to try and show up and be professional, right? Be live and say you're going to be live when you say it. So if you say, I'm going to be live at noon Eastern on a Monday, then you had better show up, right? You'd better show up and be live on that day. Now, sometimes things will come up and you can make a post. God forbid something happens and you can't be live. If something happens with a family member, people are understanding. But I'm talking for the most part, the majority, the day to day, the week to week. We want to show up and be professional, and we want to show up live. The third reason, ladies, the third reason why you are not attracting paying clients is the content that you're sharing. So if you're going live and if you're showing up every week, and if you're still not getting paying clients, perhaps it's the content you're sharing. Now, let me share this with you. When you go live, obviously you're telling things that you've come to experience or you've learned. Some of you ladies have decades of life experience and knowledge behind you. You have so much content in your brain. You probably could go live every day all day for the rest of your life. But sometimes what happens is when we're like, I have to go live, I'm not sure what I'm going to say. I don't know, right? So I want you to think about this. When I come live for you every week, I want you to be able to walk away at the end of this live, whether you're watching it live or you're on my team replay, and I want you to go away and change something immediately with your business. And today's message is about going live. You can leave this live today and later on today go live at one point in your business, whether it's in a Facebook group you have, whether it's on Facebook stories, whether it's on Instagram stories, whether it's on Reels, whether it's on TikTok, it doesn't matter. Where can you go live? I'm trying to encourage you that through my stories, through my lessons, and through everything that I've learned. Are you coming to your live every week and you don't have something that can help your people with a tiny tweak that benefits their lives, their business, their health, their wealth, or their relationships? And I'm going to come back and answer that. I see it's a long one, so I'll come back and answer that in a minute. I want you to show up as the expert. Now, you do not have to have all the answers, but 9 times out of 10, if you were to have that 10% edge over your clients, you're just a few steps ahead of them. That's to your advantage point. My network marketing ladies, right? Let me speak to you. If you've ever been to a network marketing event, the people who speak on the stage, 9.7 times out of 10 are the millionaires in the company, right? The millionaires are multi-millionaires in the company. They come, they talk to you about how, they're running their business, they try to motivate you. And if you are brand new and you haven't even gone out and shared your products with one person yet, having a millionaire on stage speaking to you is so far removed that the new person cannot even get a handle on that. So drop an emoji in the comments if you are a network marketer, you've been to an event, you've sat there as a newbie, and you've seen a millionaire speak and think, I don't know if I can do that, right? What needs to happen and what your people appreciate is the fact that you're only a couple of steps ahead of them, right? I'm only a certain number of launches ahead of you ladies. But it doesn't mean, that, I'm, breaking in a 7-figure business yet. But the fact of the matter is, see, Anne has done it. Dolores has done it. You've been there. And so use the fact that you're only a couple of steps ahead of your clients to your advantage. Come in as the expert. Talk about what it is that you know, right? Not just about what it is people can buy. And you also want to come to the live without something that they can Google. 3 reasons why you aren't attracting paying clients is not something that you could Google, right? My points are not there. My personality in this live is not there, right? And I want you, when you're going live and you're sharing your stuff, let's not talk about the goings on of our days. Like some of us are starting our lives and we're like, oh, I'm so busy on the weekend. Tell me if you're busy. And then it's the tangent is gone and they are gone off on the tangent, talking about hockey, talking about, what they have to do with their kids and so on. And I'm like, reel it in, sister. Just keep focused. Just keep focused. People don't have time to spend a half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour with you every week. Brevity is your friend, right? So we want to show up with something that they can't Google, and we don't always want to show up with selling our stuff. It's spammy, it's slimy, and it doesn't need to be done all the time. You will make offers because you are in business. But in between those offers, love on your people, nurture your people. If you're only showing up, right? If you're only showing up when you're selling, it feels so disingenuous and people will leave. They won't follow you. But if you lead with value and if you can give them an aha and you can change their mind about something, or you can demonstrate the way maybe one of your products can alleviate a stressor in your home or your life. Maybe you're sharing a story of how you came to be the coach that you are. Maybe you're sharing a tip that can save your people some time and frustration. That is when you have, right, people following you. That is when things are happening for you. So I want you ladies to think about these three things. I want you to think about how many times you're going to go live in your business. At least once this week, at least once this week. I want you to think about, your setup, right? It doesn't have to be expensive, but it does have to emulate professionalism, right? You do have to have the camera at the right angle. You want to be speaking to your people. You want to come with content that's going to change their life, their health, their wellness, their relationships on that day. What can you bring? What can you share? What can you show that's going to change the face of someone's life, health, relationships, business, whatever that may be, right? So I can't wait. I hope in the comments, what I want you ladies is to think about this. And I want you to think about the day and the time that you can go live every week. And it has to become non negotiable. When you start to show up, on a regular basis, giving value, looking professional, right? We don't go into a brick and mortar store in our sweats and our slippers and our house coat. We would never show up like that. And I'm not saying that we're showing up on our lives like that. But the fact of the matter is that we want to be well lit. We want the camera to be, above our nostrils, right? And we want to just keep it to the point. Who are you sharing your stuff with? What value are you bringing? And I can't wait to see. I want to see the day, the time, and the place, ladies, so that I can come and follow you and see you going live and celebrate you. Until next Monday at noon Eastern, go out there, ladies, go live and have fun. See you then.